It's time now for the Art Connection of East Texas. The Art Connection of East Texas is sponsored by the Ginny Kunzman team at Keller Williams Realty. They sell real estate with a smile. Now let's welcome your host and co-host of the Art Connection of East Texas, Nita Fran Ward and Cindy Trimble.
Good morning, and do we have a show for you? Good morning, Cindy.
Good morning, Nita Fran, and hi, East Texas.
Yes, and we're so glad that you joined us. We're getting great response, and I had a visit from someone from KTBB yesterday, and they said they're going to do some special things for us, so we are really pleased with the kind of response we're getting. In the studio with us this morning, we have John David Carrasco, and he is streaming us live, I understand. On Periscope. And Elisabeth Ashley. And we are going to be talking Tyler Fashion Week.
Tyler
Yes,
is on the map. We are having so much fun.
It is coming to us, and there are so many things that will be happening this week. On Thursday night is the preview at Jack Ryan's, and we'll give you dates and times about that later in the instructions. And then on September the 10th, Saturday, Jack Ryan's is opening from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. We're going to have a great day that day, full day of fashion, beauty, singing, art, everything.
Art, culture, style, and fashion.
It's going to be a great day downtown Tyler.
It's a great day every day downtown Tyler, I just have to
say.
Yes,
because Cindy's there.
I have so much fun. And you know what? There was a little squirrel that came around, and those that know Tyler history know about Shorty the squirrel.
Yes.
So I kind of want to revive
Is it Shorty's child?
It's a grandchild.
It's the original Pokemon.
It's the original Pokemon. I know people are coming downtown for Pokemon. We want to bring him back for the real ghost, the ghost of Shorty the squirrel.
Yeah.
That's neat. Well, John David, let's jump right into this because I really want people to understand how this started. Let's talk about how you started this, because this has been going on and in the planning for at least 2 years, hasn't it?
Almost 3 years, actually. We originally started at another location downtown, and my effort and goal when we originally started this vision of having a Tyler Fashion Week has been to feature this at a location somewhere downtown. And originally, it's a large facility that we were assisting in trying to convert. Unfortunately, that did not get to its completion. So, we've been working with different groups, and then finally Elisabeth, with her E for Fashion fashion blogging that she does, and also her event planning company, we started collaborating. She assists me on some of the interviews of different events that we've had at Bergfeld Center, at Laguna Pino. We did one event for, and then she is sang also at some Tyler for Tech events.
Which is how I met Elisabeth a year and a half ago, and her sister Becca Boo.
Yes, and so then what we did over the last few months is about 8 months, I think we've been really talking about formalizing this particular event. And so what we've done is we've worked with a couple of locations, and we're working with Larry Lott Interiors, who's going to be one of our sponsors. And we have nailed it down to having our event, a one full day event, being that this is the first year at Jack Ryan's in downtown. It is an amazing facility. It's a beautiful, beautiful location. And Wes, the part owner, EB, and as well as Steve, their general manager, have been really, really nice in working with our team, and have opened up the whole facility all day long for September 10th. We will be having a preview on this Thursday starting at 6 o'clock, and we'll just have a few of the models coming in for their happy hour, just so that they can see some of the jewelry as well that's being featured by Valarosa Designs and Gallery.
My jewelry, isn't
that
amazing?
Yes.
Can't wait.
I get to meet and greet everyone as they come through.
You do. And this is a really huge milestone for us as individuals that have been involved in fashion. Myself, I did my first fashion show at the mall when I was 17 years old, and so really excited about being able to, here several years later, see the youth, the children that we're doing with the. And Elisabeth will go into that a little bit more. She is the program director and producer of the actual show itself. I just kind of been behind the scenes connecting the dots and making sure everything flows. But she'll go into more of that here shortly. But to be able to see some of the children and teenagers, across all spectrums, or across all social economic spectrums, is what our effort is, and to make sure that we're inclusive of everyone.
Okay. And are you going to be able to tell us who's providing some of the clothing as we move on into this, so that we can
Yes.
give them credit, because they need to be, people need to know where some of the clothing is coming from.
So Elizabeth's chomping at the bits. Can you tell us? I know you have some exciting announcements.
Yes, well, we have been partnering with quite a few different people. It's really cool because we have a lot of the beauty specialists here in town that, what we really were passionate about is driving our shoppers back into Tyler.
Amen.
And, saying, don't go to our sister bigger company or cities and getting your hair done there, or, buying your clothes there. We have plenty of people here. So, we have everything from Paul Mitchell's Prison Bar coming in and doing a whole hair show with us, with some of the vintage clothes from local boutiques. With Alex and Afton, they're bringing in some of their vintage stuff for that show. We have, obviously your jewelry stuff, and then we have local designers that we're really excited to be debuting. Ezekiel is a local artist. She hand does every single piece, and we found her on Instagram, and she has remarkable designs. It's just something that, it's just one of those moments you're like, this is what we're looking for, like someone to showcase in Tyler Fashion Week that's a local. So that's going to be really great. We have Simon Mall is really excited to partner with us. So quite a few stores that are going to be coming in from there as well. From Cumberland, we have European Wax Center has given us a bunch of stuff for our swag bags. They're going to be doing brow demos. We have makeup tutorials from Chanel that are coming in, some pieces from Chanel. So we're really excited about that. We just did a whole spread in Magazine. We are now going to be doing all of the editorial shoots for In Magazine and Small Town Kids, and helping also with Tyler newspaper material. So we are really stoked about that, because that is... that's just such an awesome opportunity to be able to showcase what we have here in Tyler. And we have the team that is just constantly, every day, going out and looking for something new or someone new to highlight, and new places to photograph. It seems like I've been here for 4 years and I haven't run dry with material, which is kind of surreal to me. But it's just growing so quickly, and there's so much stuff to showcase. It's just, it's going to be really great to put this all into one day and show people just everything that they maybe didn't know was here. Maybe they've lived here their whole life, and they're just like, oh, I didn't know that new store had come in. I don't go to that side of town. So this is going to be a really neat opportunity. We're really excited.
Well, I appreciate, too, you speaking of, bringing that business back home. We have everything here. Yes, it's nice to go away, but there's no better place than home, and to which we speak the Art Connection of East Texas. Same thing with our artists.
That's right. That's what we've been trying to put forward most of this time. Elizabeth, when...
Oh, I guess we're having a little technical difficulty there.
Yes,
Oh, we lost...
my microphone went off again. It keeps coming out of the thing.
So, Art Connection of East Texas, and we're here with Fashion Week with John David and Elizabeth, and we're winging it.
We're recovering with grace. When Elizabeth came in to speak with me the other day, she and I really went down to ground zero, talking about how important it is to support your own community. And go out there and find those things within your community, because you can. They're here. Anything that you might want or need is going to be here in Tyler. We are not a small town. We just really are not. And when you really get out there and start looking, truly supporting your small entrepreneurs is going to be really important to the survival of any community.
I think it's just one of those really interesting aspects of being able to just broaden your horizons, if you will. And what we really are passionate about is these bigger companies that have been successful here in Tyler, that are local, that people know their name, people know their reputation, embracing our demographic of 20 to 35 that are coming to college here, that, maybe don't know where to go once they graduate, and finding ways to get them back into our community and keeping them here.
Keep them here.
Exactly.
And I will tell you, Elizabeth, everywhere I've ever been, that's been the conversation. Anytime I was involved in Main Street in New Mexico a great deal, and I was on the state economic development board from that area, and that was the one conversation we had every meeting. How do we keep our kids at home? How do we make sure that they have jobs? How do we make sure that they have opportunities within their own hometown? And you're going to have some of those that just want to fly. They just want to fly away. But after 10 or 15 years, the demographics start changing. They want to come back.
Well, and that's how I landed here. And Aubrey Sharp had told me that, he was like, we're so excited you're back in Tyler. I was like, why?
Well, John David.
Well, he said we
David's another prime example.
I did do the same thing. I was gone for 15 years, New York, Miami, Chicago, Phoenix, Las Vegas, and then came back.
But Tyler, Aubrey Sharp told me that we net 3,500 out and 3,500 in each year. So it's nice when the birds come back home.
Yes. We need to take a break. We'll be right back with you. And I'm sorry about the technical glitch. I just came unplugged.
News Talk 97.5 FM, KTBB. With you everywhere you go at KTBB.com. KTBB.com. Hosted by Group M7.
Are you looking for an excellent and professional real estate team? Judy Kunzman and her team of professionals at Keller Williams Realty are ready and excited to help you with your real estate needs. With Judy having 20 plus years of experience, she's definitely the person to have working for you. She brings her enthusiasm and professionalism required to get you to the closing table. And Judy will make buying or selling a home easier for you. Call the Judy Kunzman team today, 903-581-0111. They're selling real estate with a smile.
Larry Lott Interiors is stocked, priced, and ready for a huge summer clearance event happening now. We've moved everything into our 15,000 square foot showroom warehouse, and we're celebrating with huge savings. Get 40 to 75% off nearly everything in the store. Beautiful furniture, accessories, and gift items, all marked at fantastic savings. Plus, for a limited time, all custom orders are 20% off. It's the summer clearance event going on now at Larry Lott Interiors, now in our new location.
To some of us, it's just a cold glass of milk, packed with nutrition. To a dairy farmer, it's the everyday commitment of protecting the environment, taking care of the cows, and raising their families in our local communities. It's all about family, the cows, and the land, and of course providing wholesome, nutritious dairy foods. To learn more about the dairy farming community, visit dairymax.org.
Drivers have a big responsibility when they're on the road, and so do pedestrians. Nearly 500 pedestrians die on Texas roads each year, and we all share a responsibility to bring that number to zero. If you're driving, always watch for pedestrians. If you're walking or jogging, always use a crosswalk and look out for oncoming vehicles. And everyone should put their phones away and pay attention. On foot or behind the wheel, always follow traffic laws. Be safe, drive smart. A message from TxDOT.
Listen carefully, because this is what the most advanced cancer treatment and technology sound like. If it doesn't sound like the typical thing you'd expect to hear from a cancer center, it's because this cancer center is anything but typical. This is the sound of the 600 acres surrounding the UT Health Northeast Cancer Treatment and Prevention Center. It's where the power of amazing treatment and technology grows even stronger in harmony with natural surroundings. UT Health Northeast is the only university medical center in the region, and the only place that combines compassionate cancer care with the power of the University of Texas system in truly amazing surroundings. This is the UT Health Northeast Cancer Treatment and Prevention Center. Healing just feels better here. See us at uthealth.org.
Hi again, everybody. We have Chris Sutton of the ARC Assurance Group with me, and we're discussing how a small business can get the right insurance policy since they're all so unique. So, Chris, how can you help?
Well, Bill, because most small businesses are operated by a few owners or just one person, their time is valuable. They need an insurance agent that can understand what their risk exposures are and then research the insurance market for them to come up with a plan of protection.
Is it difficult to find insurance companies that really want to cover a small business?
No, actually, it's quite the opposite. At ARC Assurance, we represent many top-rated insurance companies that offer a package of coverage designed for a variety of small businesses. They're looking to help these hardworking folks.
So how can a small business get on board the ARC?
Oh, that's the easy part. Just jump on the web and look us up at arcassurance.com.
That's ARC Assurance, ARKASSURANCE.com, the ARC Assurance Group.
Get on board the ARC Assurance Group. Find them online at arcassurance.com, the ARC Assurance Group.
Rush Limbaugh, weekdays at 11. Set a new button for 97.5 FM, KTBB.
Good morning, East Texas. I'm Cindy Trimble, your co-host. We're here with Nita Fran Ward. And we're having a lot of fun this morning, talking Fashion Week and the art of style. I did want to be clear with the audience, just the date, because it's almost more like Fashion Month. Although the main event is happening September the 10th, there is a preview at Jack Ryan's this Thursday. So can you speak to that day and time, please?
Yes, that's correct. It's more so during the folks that are come in for happy hour, that are getting there early also for their dinner. They'll be able to preview some of the fashion lines that Elisabeth has lined up for this great event. Also, we'll be previewing some of the jewelry that will be featured by Valorosa Gallery and Designs. Some amazing silver pieces and some turquoise
stones. And it's made by my Navajo silversmith. I design them and he makes them.
Yes, and so we're really, really excited to see what some of the pieces that are going to be featured, as well as meeting some of the. I think we're going to have about 7 to 10 models that will be showing up, and that will be just kind of walking through the crowd in a very beautiful setting at Jack Ryan's downtown. You know, this is a very kind of an Art Deco design. I was talking with Wes, the owner, and we were looking at some of the artwork that was in there, and we were talking about the art and the design element of the facility. And it's so much more than just a steakhouse. This is a landmark. This is a beautiful, beautiful
building. It's a
building.
time capsule of beauty and opulence.
Yes, and so we feel very, very fortunate to be partnering with the team at Jack Ryan's, and cannot thank them enough. It's located downtown on College, off the square, and their lunch is only, I think there's up to $10, $9 and $10.
We're talking sashimi grade sushi on salad for lunch. Hello.
So it's very, very reasonably priced
and delicious.
Yes, and everybody's just so fantastic there. So we encourage you to come out Thursday, get to meet everyone. If you've never been to Jack Ryan's, this is a great opportunity to come. Relaxed atmosphere, great people, music, see some fashion, and meet the who's who of Tyler's latest fashion trends and styles and folks that are making things happen in this city.
And I want to speak to that, John David, because on September the 3rd, I'm actually interviewing Marcia Garrett and Marcia's husband, and she worked with this too. They were the construction company that worked on the interior of the Jack Ryan's.
It's so beautiful.
So we're
such a
going
great
to
job.
really go through what they did, what they had to do to make all of that marble look the way it does. It was a beautiful construction.
But it's so fun working downtown too, just where you hear so many stories of, the eras and days and times gone by, and how many people have come through those doors.
Yes, in the 60s, I was in that building a lot. I worked at the courthouse, so I was always delivering stuff to attorneys, and in that building a lot. And it feels almost like going back into it at times.
Yeah.
It's very different, but yet it feels very, very good.
Every time I walk in, I think of when I was in second grade at Bonner Elementary, and they had taken us for a tour of the People's Petroleum Building, and we went to the top floor, and that was a big deal then for us, for a little kid. I mean, it's dwarfed by the larger black building, but that was just so. It was everything for us to think about being able to get up that high. It was built during the Depression,
1932.
Exactly, and I was fortunate enough to be invited by the Brookshire family when they did their reopening after they've reacquired it, and they were telling us about some of the items that they have found while they've been doing the rehab. Some very old. I think there's a candy bar. There's a display box there at the entrance. You can see some of the old items that they have found throughout the building. So it's a lot of history.
I like the boilers that still heated the engines, of the building for until just like 6 months ago, when they just upgraded finally. But it was built in 1906.
Yes.
And I think too that's why Jack Ryan's was so excited about embracing the Fashion Week, because it's that old-fashioned tea room model dazzling while you're lunching and dining. It's just
And
dazzling.
if you go into Jack Ryan's and you're headed over to the elevators, you look over to your left and there's a safe.
Right, right.
This beautiful brass.
Well, you'll have to come and see me too, because I always have little treasures to
Yes,
share
you
and
do.
stories
Yes,
to
you
tell.
do.
Yes.
It's a building that has definitely embraced the glamour of downtown, and it kind of just oozes out of it the minute you walk through those doors.
You've been somewhere.
Absolutely.
Elizabeth, let's
ma'am.
go over your career, because I know people are interested in knowing about you. Do you have a moment that you could just share your music with us? Because Elizabeth is a real artist when it comes to singing. So would you share that and some of the things
Sure.
you've done?
So this is off of my second full-length album. I recorded my first full-length album when I was 19, and I toured the Sunset Strip, and I opened for recording artist Miguel, and I did the whole LA scene. I lived in LA most of my life, and when I moved to Tyler, I kind of took a 2-year hiatus and took some time to really write my second album. I had gone through a bunch of different transitions in my life and had become a mom and then became a single mom, and so there was a lot to write about. So it's kind of one of those albums where I feel like everybody, no matter what stage they are in their life, can kind of relate to it in some sort. But this is a song that I was nominated last year for the ETX Music Awards for Video of the Year, and it's called He Lost His Way, and the album is called I'm Coming Soon.
Supposed to be, but then our eyes they locked and that's the end. Only we never planned for this. It was a test we weren't meant to live. It caused my heart to break from home. And with this half you stole my soul. You couldn't find a way to stand. You wasn't that kind of man. You chose the door and walked away.
Wow, who's that beautiful voice on that
Oh,
track?
that is wonderful. I love the music. I
sultry.
love the words. I met this boy on accident.
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay. We may have just found our new theme song.
There we go.
I do want to get your album, and I want to listen to it, because we are looking for a new theme song, because we want to play a theme song from someone local. And our wonderful Star Steed has moved to California, and we've had that conversation. We've got to find someone local again, because Art Connection's all about local. So we have to stay to our mission statement here, don't we?
I'd love to give you a song.
Well, let's do that. Let's make that happen. Just bring me a couple of the CDs, and I'll play them, and then we'll, if you give us our permission,
Yes, ma'am.
your permission, then we will do that.
For sure.
Okay.
Sounds great.
You shared with me that your grandfather, was it not your grandfather that came from Lebanon when Saddam Hussein came into power?
My great-grandfather, their family fled from Lebanon to Mexico, and my grandfather was raised partially in Mexico and brought up from Mexico to El Paso. And that is kind of where a majority of my family resides, but they're very, very much still a part of the Lebanese culture. We very much embrace it.
Sure, of course you do.
And Lebanese fashion is probably one of my favorite things in the world. Lebanese designers like Elisabeth, who is just top of the line wedding designer. I mean, those are just huge influences of mine. So we definitely embrace that
Your
part of it.
culture.
Yes. But it is very difficult to see the world in which is where it's at, and just kind of understanding it's just a very different world. It's just a very difficult place to be there.
Listen on your smartphone. Just search KTBB in the App Store. It's free. Sponsored by Tyler Ford.
Donald Trump will campaign in Connecticut today. The latest national polls show he's trailing rival Hillary Clinton in battleground states. Clinton still facing fallout from the email scandal during her tenure as Secretary of State. ABC's Mary Bruce says Bill Clinton is tackling voters' worries about Clinton's trustworthiness.
Hillary Clinton's top surrogate is firing back at concerns over the Democratic nominee's email controversies.
That's it. It's not true.
Bill Clinton telling supporters in Las Vegas that this is the biggest load of bull he's ever heard, and reassuring voters that they can trust his wife when it comes to matters of national security.
6 crew members from a Spirit Airlines flight taken to the hospital after fumes filled the plane's cockpit last night. The Pennsylvania-bound flight turned around to make an emergency landing in Orlando shortly after takeoff. The airline says the fumes came from an air conditioning pack and were not toxic. All 6 crew members have been released. I'm Michelle Franzen, ABC News.
As a family-owned business, the Bergfeld Insurance Agency values treasured heirlooms. The agency has been passed down through generations, so they understand the importance of ensuring family history. Trust the Bergfeld Agency to insure your collectible art and precious jewels. Homeowner policies may not cover your collection, so call today for a free quote. They're an independent agency offering customized policies from multiple carriers for home, auto, RV, and business. BergfeldAgency.com.
You've waited months to bring it home? A beautiful painting that still takes your breath away, and you have just the right place in mind to hang it. All that's missing is a custom frame, that final detail that ties it all together. Trust your artwork to Gold Leaf Gallery. With an eye for detail and a heart for artists, Gold Leaf Gallery offers custom framing and personalized service. Gold Leaf Gallery in the French Quarter in Tyler. Framing by artists for artists. GoldLeafGallery.com.
Did your financial advisor lose 30% or more of your life savings during the last market crash? Are you afraid it could happen again? I'm Pastor David Mitchell, founder of Tradeway. Tradeway specializes in teaching you how to cut out the middleman and take control of your money. At our first event, Step 1, Start Your Journey, you'll learn how business principles from the Bible, combined with our powerful skill sets for stock trading, can give you the ability to make informed financial decisions for your family. Having control can give you peace of mind even in an uncertain market, because nobody cares as much about your hard-earned money as you do. Tradeway. You'll learn to reach your biggest goals by taking small steps.
Coming to the Hilton Garden Inn Longview August 19th and 20th. Only $99.95 for your entire household, plus a free ticket for a friend and a full money-back guarantee. To register, call 877-907-TRADE. That's 877-907-8723, or go to Tradeway.com. That's Tradeway.com.
Dentistry is very much an art.
That's Dr. Dennis Stansberry of Tyler.
It's me or any dentist being very adept with their hands. I still feel that the artistic aspect of one human creating something for another human is still paramount and can't be usurped.
Every patient at Stansberry Dental benefits from the pride that Dr. Stansberry takes in his work.
In treating patients, you are creating a portion of your legacy. There have been very good dentists in Tyler who have now passed on. I will see their work still in someone's mouth, serving them beautifully. And I think what a gift that person gave to this person by doing such beautiful work.
The latest technology, years of experience, and a particular focus on patients as individuals. Dr. Dennis Stansberry, pursuing excellence and comfort in dentistry. In Tyler on Brookside Drive, just north of the Loop. Online at stansberrydental.com. Dennis Stansberry.
News, weather, and the biggest names in talk radio. Set a new button for 97.5 FM, KTBB.
Welcome back, East Texas. I'm Cindy Trimble here with the Art Connection of East Texas, and we were talking with Elisabeth and got cut off for commercial break, so pardon that little oops. But want to jump right back in. We were talking about, the family, and one of the ongoing dialogues is that genetic of art in the DNA. And where does that influence come from for you?
We are heavily influenced by my great-great-grandfather, who's David Alfaro Siqueiros, and he is a mural artist. And I think that I'd say a good majority of our family has gotten some ounce of artistic design aspect, whether it's from drawing or painting, or for me particular, it's, fashion and more of the interior design, the physical design of things. And that is just it's a huge aspect of just knowing that that is a part of my family history.
And so how is that connected to Frida? Because maybe not everyone in the audience knows.
He was an artist that was during the time and good friends with Frida and that very predominant group of artists that kind of changed the influence of taking art and politics and culture and kind of putting it all together and making their message very loud and very seen. And I think that we do a good part of that here in Tyler, taking something that we are passionate about and putting it on a platform for people to see and embrace. So,
well, and I'm with John David. Years ago when we were modeling in Tyler, and it's just fun to kind of see it all come full circle in this arena and the way that it's being handled. And so, hats off to you for being our new editor here in Tyler. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I think we're just so privileged to be invited over by In Magazine and to be able to take over some of the editorial photo shoots that they're doing. And we just have such a pulse on things that are up and coming. And so I'm like, oh, we have the team. Let us.
It's like bringing LA to Tyler.
Yeah. Totally. We are just going crazy with it, just getting ready for new shoots. And, we're always casting for models. So if you would like to be a model, you can email us at info@eforfashion.com, and eforfashion.com is our fashion blog. That's how we started. We were fashion bloggers. It was something to do at home while you're nursing the baby and just kind of not a whole lot you can do from home, and it kind of blew up and became really successful, and we're really, really blessed by that. We've been featured on quite a few things like H&M and William Rash, which is Justin Timberlake's brand, and just kind of have piggybacked off of just some really incredible designers who've embraced us.
Mm-hmm. Now, you also have an event planning company, and talk about that.
Yes, ma'am. It's called C'est La Vie Planners. It is a company that I co-own with my mother, and it's really such an incredible experience to be able to work with a client from start to finish on a design aspect. So I get a lot of my clients because they come to me looking for bridesmaids dresses that they can't find for their girls, or the wedding dress that they can't get their hands on or need redesign, or something chaotic went wrong and they come to me being like, oh my god, my dress didn't show up. What do I do? So we kind of have rushed in to be like it's going to be okay. I've done this a million times. Like, take a deep breath. We've got this under control.
We can work this out.
Yeah, so my mom is just an incredible interior designer, and she just has an eye for centerpiece and floral that's just beyond. I am such a business person, and I will go in and negotiate for our clients and get them the best deals on everything, and she will go in and make everything look like a whimsical dream. So it's a really great combination of, again, just
really
design.
Is. That's great.
And I just want to ask one more time, John David, so the audience can be clear. This week, Thursday, please call Jack Ryans for your RSVP for Fashion Week.
Yes.
Speak to that once again, please.
The Fashion and Preview event is this Thursday, starting at 6 p.m. And it's just going to be a casual walkthrough that Elisabeth is putting together with about 7 to 10 models. And then the actual day of September 10th, on Saturday, starting at 10 a.m., the red carpet will open, and we will, you can get your tickets online at tylerfashionweek.com, and you'll go in, register. We'll have a step and repeat wall. We'll have photographers there. We'll be having some video production going on as well. It's going to be a day-long event. The children's event starts that morning immediately at 10:30, and then at 11. Small Town Kids and Adventure Cuts Q&A, and then our thank you to our sponsors at 11:45. Then at 12 noon it'll be a bridal show where folks can have lunch. So if you want to see an amazing array of the latest styles and designs, Elisabeth has really put together an amazing lineup of beautiful
Brides and
models.
Bells, which is local, and Joanna has done an incredible job over there, and we're just really excited to showcase
Her store's beautiful.
Yeah, just some
I want
of
every
the
dress in there.
masterpieces that are in there. And she's
she's
got a new
working
shop.
with you. Yes.
Yes, and she has just moved over. She's moving over her bridal shop to where her prom and tux shop is, and that is reopening in September. So that'll be a really big grand opening for her.
And
So
that's
we're
at the
really
Bergfeld
excited.
Center, so everyone knows where to find her.
Yes.
Historic
It's
Tyler.
Fabulous. And in Burkeville, we have a new floral shop coming in, and so we are really starting to be
few new stores coming
and
in.
Yes, that small entrepreneurial place where you can't find it anywhere else.
Yes.
So, okay, now John David, finish what's going on the rest of the day.
And so the rest of the day, see, that was the 2 p.m. bridal show, immediately followed by a Brides and Bells feature at 2. And then we've got a vintage show and hair show at 4. And then some makeup demos. I think that's when we've got
Chanel, European Wax Center. We will be doing brow demos on people, so if they like to get their brows filled in that day, you can come in and do that. We'll have a braid bar. We're trying to make it, interactive so they get to experience and not just hear about, the great things in Tyler, but actually get to see.
And
great
makeup,
things.
you're going to be doing makeup. Who will be doing that?
Chanel will be doing makeup
The makeup
demos.
too,
They'll be showing
okay.
you all the brand new fall previews and the winter previews coming in. The colors are exquisite.
They
seen
always
them.
are, and the lipsticks are so lush.
Yes,
Love my
it is-
Chanel Cosmetics,
it is
especially the
a
mascara.
very vibrant red this fall, so
I
it'll
know.
be really cool.
I'm
to
in
see.
fashion.
Okay, and then at 5 p.m. we'll have the Valarosa Jewelry and Ezekiel 16 showcase, which will segue into dinner that evening, with local artists featured at 5:30 with a Q&A. And then at 6 we have the amazing Larry Lott doing a Q&A on interior design, art and fashion in interior design. And then at 6:30 the men's and women's fall fashion showcase, followed by, as soon as that's over with, at 8 p.m. we'll have the local professionals mixer, which will be kind of a mixer / music event, and just allow people to have a great time, meet the models, meet our sponsors, see some of the amazing pieces that Elisabeth has put together. And I all I could say is when I first started this path of putting together Tyler Fashion Weeks several years ago, I knew I could not do it alone, and I'm so blessed to have Elisabeth and her sister Rebecca Boo, who is so amazing in really having an eye for fashion, working with the various different designers, the models. I went last Saturday to the mall to watch them interview some of the casting calls that they were doing, and they're talking to everybody, and they're encouraging everyone. We need male models, is what I'm told. We're short on some gentlemen, so guys from 15 to 35, 45. I mean, I think even the architect Mike Butler called me a couple of weeks ago, and he expressed some interest in being in the men's fashion show. So, we've got room for everyone. So,
And I will say on the topic of men, because a lot of people will think that, a full fashion show, that's like a girl's thing. Bring your boyfriend or your husband, or send the guys, come out and take a look at it, because there's going to be tons of men's fashion, but also I'm really excited about the Larry Lott interior Q&A, because I don't know about anybody else out there that's single, but I'm really tired of seeing guys with the IKEA table in the middle of their living room.
In a camouflage recliner.
So it's going to be really fun to ask him, like, how, that college to, starting off demographic can be like, what pieces can you do to really...
Elements.
Yes, to still keep your masculinity, but also, be able to have that interior design aspect in your home. So it'll be really cool to kind of see that play out.
I have a
Very
question.
interesting.
Oh, yes.
Cindy's interior design. I'm interior design. You're involved with interior design, so
web development design.
I'm
it's just those eyes for detail.
And I want you to talk. I want you to talk about your meeting her, because how long have you known?
We have known each
Elizabeth?
other, a couple of years now?
When
Thought
did
of
we
the
meet?
serendipity
Oh,
of
Tyler
things
for Tech.
coming together.
Yeah, it was at Tyler for Tech. That's where we met.
The where?
At Tyler for Tech, through the
Okay.
Chamber of Commerce. And
Okay.
I really want to thank also the local Tyler Chamber of Commerce and also the Hispanic Chamber of E-Commerce for all of their support and helping us bring these events together. And it's been, when we first met, I immediately noticed her talent as far as singing. And the events that I was producing for Tyler for Tech, I asked her to sing, and she sang at three different events, and it was beautiful. In fact, that was that holiday event that I first took Cindy when it was her welcome back to Tyler night.
First night home.
Yeah, and she was like, "What am I in store for?" And I think even somebody we're very closely connected to said, "Watch out!" And here we are.
Here we are.
I know.
I have to tell you, I'm really excited too, because I think we have a special official step and repeat wall. We go get your picture taken. Isn't it the Tyler
Yes.
landscape? What are we doing? The downtown?
We actually are going to because originally we were going to do a mural, and then because of the marble and the opulence of Jack Ryan's, we have now since decided just to do the logos of the sponsors, have the opportunity for folks to take a picture of that, but really kind of showcase Jack Ryan's.
Gotcha.
Good deal.
That's
a
going to be fun pictures.
Okay, we need to take a break, and we'll be right back to finish up our Art Connection of East Texas in just a few moments.
The Doctor of Democracy is in. Rush Limbaugh, weekday mornings at 11 on your only local news radio, 97.5 KTBB FM.
Are you looking for an excellent and professional real estate team? Judy Kunzman and her team of professionals at Keller Williams Realty are ready and excited to help you with your real estate needs. With Judy having 20 plus years of experience, she's definitely the person to have working for you. She brings her enthusiasm and professionalism required to get you to the closing table. And Judy will make buying or selling a home easier for you. Call the Judy Kunzman team today, 903-581-0111. They're selling real estate with a smile.
Larry Lott Interiors is stocked, priced, and ready for a huge summer clearance event happening now. We've moved everything into our 15,000 square foot showroom warehouse, and we're celebrating with huge savings. Get 40 to 75% off nearly everything in the store. Beautiful furniture, accessories, and gift items, all marked at fantastic savings. Plus, for a limited time, all custom orders are 20% off. It's the summer clearance event going on now at Larry Lott Interiors, now in our new location.
You know, not every wine drinker likes red wine. Hi, Paul Gleiser here. Even committed red wine drinkers like me often switch to white wines in the summer because white wines are traditionally served chilled. Keepersol's recently released 2012 Azuca Artis is both the intro to reds for non-red drinkers, and it's a perfect red for the summer. It's an intro to reds because it's a Pinot Noir style wine that retains just enough natural sugar to keep it from being too dry. It goes down nicely. Plus, when it's hot outside, the Keepersol Azuca Artis can be served chilled, and no, the wine gods will not be offended, I promise. That makes it a lovely red for the summer. The Azuca Artis is a Keepersol Estate Collection wine, which means that you can only get it at the Keepersol Estates Winery, to which you are hereby invited. Tell them I sent you, and the nominal $1 tasting fee is on me. Go south on Broadway to FM 344, left under the bridge a mile and a half to the Keepersol entrance gate on your left, and then follow the signs. Learn more at keepersol.com.
We have all had plumbing problems at our house. We know how that feels.
That's Lori Townsend, Customer Service Manager at American Plumbing Company of Tyler.
Those of us in the office are not plumbers, but we all have plumbing, so we know how stressful that time can be. So we do what it takes to get a plumber to your home quickly.
Most of the time, calling the plumber is no fun. American Plumbing Company understands.
We know that no one plans on having a plumbing problem. We're not going to try to take advantage of you. We're going to do only what's necessary. We recognize that it's important to the customer to keep the costs down, and we're going to do everything we can to make that happen.
American Plumbing Company, serving all of East Texas for nearly 30 years. American Plumbing is fully insured and is an A+ accredited business with the Better Business Bureau. Repairs, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. American Plumbing Company. Online at apctyler.com. American Plumbing Company. License number M10861.
And now, Geico's saving stories. Russell Burton closed his laptop, having just switched his car insurance to Geico. He didn't think much of it until...
Savings were everywhere. My pockets, wallet, bank accounts. It was like the savings were following me.
Following, indeed. All because of an innocent 15 minutes on Geico.com.
I feel like I'm never alone.
Geico. Spend 15 minutes and 15% or more in savings could be following you.
Any Jane Doe can tell you that Geico could help you save. But since money talks, we just ask the savings instead.
Greetings and sun salutations. I'm Jane's Money. And I never knew my self-worth until Jane switched her car insurance at Geico.com. Those 15 minutes built me up to real savings. Geico's been helping customers save money like me for over 75 years. So take that to the bank. And namaste.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Looking for one of our advertisers? Search the advertiser directory at ktbb.com. ktbb.com. Hosted by Group M7.
It's Nita Fran Ward. We're back with Art Connection of East Texas. I do want to tell everyone that my designs of my jewelry will be shown at the Tyler Fashion Week, and it's going to be connected in with and shown with Ezekiel 16 and her fashion, and Jasmine Lewis is the young designer of that. And would you speak to that, Elisabeth? And you know her and you've chosen her clothing.
Yeah, we're really excited about this because obviously she's local. She has such a unique eye and passion for what she is creating. It's something that can be trendy. It's something that can be transitional from generations. So it's just really unique. She has a very sweet, humble spirit if you meet her. And it's just really neat for us to be able to encourage young artists to continue to bring this kind of stuff to East Texas. And it'll be an incredible showcase for artists to come out and look at, and if they're thinking about going into design, if they're thinking about going into fashion, and they're wondering, can I pull this off here? Can I do this? This is a perfect example of an artist who just started with a few small designs and, put them up on Etsy and Instagram, and it's just really blowing our minds. So it's really neat.
Talk about her designs, because when you and I were talking in the gallery, you were explaining to me how she sizes things and the fabrics that she uses.
The unique fabric that she uses, it just has a very true quality to it, which is something that I'm just crazy particular about. It's really clean. There's nothing chaotic about it. It has these really clean colors and just really fluid pieces. It's something that you will just enjoy wearing. You'll look fabulous in, and it's also very comfortable.
And comfort's big, but how you
big.
look too. And you were talking about she sizes things from top to bottom, not out.
Yes, she will definitely take the measurements of each individual person and create that piece to them, which is something you don't really get these days. So that is something really great. There's just a fluidity. There's just a long features of it. It's just very eye captivating. If you get a chance to go online and take a look at some of the photos, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay, well, and come out that night and see her things, because you're going to be doing her fashion and my jewelry. What time again on Saturday?
On Saturday, well, the actual show, we've got them. Various different shows throughout the day, but the women's line will be featured at 6 o'clock.
Okay.
And then you can go to TylerFashionWeek.com and find us also on Facebook at the event posting on there, and just search it. You can see the lineup, be able to purchase tickets.
The runway for that is at 5. I will correct you on that. It's at 5.
Yeah, 5.
And then we'll do the Q&A right after at 5:30.
Yes.
And you have something going on today here at the mall?
Yes, we're really excited. We were invited once again by Simon Mall here at Broadway Square. And so we're going to have models out in front of every single store doing freeze modeling, which is very different from runway events that we've done there in the past. And they're going to be showing off back to school looks. So if you're shopping for that back to school look for your kids or for yourself, teachers included, come on out. We'll be there from 1 to 3. You're going to see tons of models. We'll also be live on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. We kind of take over social media for a couple of hours and try to get you to come down to the mall and shop. So it's really great. They're going to have free henna and I think Facebook or face painting or something else that's going on there. So it's going to be really cool.
Okay, John David, we want to be sure people do understand. Thursday night is free.
Free.
Come to Jack Ryan's.
Jack Ryan's.
Have drinks. Go to the cocktail bar.
Yes.
Then you have dinner. There will be models that will be previewing and walking through the entire dinner hours.
Yes, and we'll have a special guest host that evening with Larry Lott. He will be personally there to greet individuals and assist with the event. And so anybody has any questions in regards to interior design, this is a great opportunity to get to meet Larry, because typically his consulting fee, one-on-one consulting fee, starts at $750. And so this is a great time just to get to meet him and talk to him and get some design ideas.
Well, he's quick, too.
Fashion for your house.
And all of us will be there, won't we?
Absolutely.
We'll all be there. Everyone that's going to be involved in it will be there. And talk about the 10th.
And then, yes, and on August September 10th, is the full day of Tyler Fashion Week and at Jack Ryan's downtown. Go to tylerfashionweek.com and be sure and get your tickets. And we are very, very excited to have everyone join us and get to meet the designers, get to meet the various different sponsors. We have a whole list of sponsors that's on social media. And this is the great thing about this particular style of Fashion Week is that we're able to use social media so that it's more interactive. You get to be a part of Fashion Week.
We've done a lot of personal photo shoots for a lot of the stores and whatnot that we have collaborated with. So if you go to tylerfashionweek.com, you'll be able to see, some amazing bridal photo shoots we did for Brides and Bells and some other companies. So it'll be really great.
And the preview tickets, the pre-purchase tickets are $20.
Yes.
And then the $25 to get in
Correct.
for the full day, all
Correct.
day long.
In
All day
September.
long.
From 10 to 10.
September the 10th.
10
charge.
at 10.
Yeah, 10
10, 10, 10.
We're out of here. Good night. Bye.
Happy birthday, twins.
Sean Hannity, weekdays at 2. Set a new button for 97.5 FM, KTBB.